If you are going to develop any AI applications, or if you're using any AI applications, you must be going through this RAG, which is Retrieval Augmented Generation. So, what is RAG? Let's try to understand with very simple way by taking a simple analogy which you are using the day to day. For example, you all know either you are using iOS, iPhone, or Android, right? So, in this case, let's say Android is an operating system with different cell phones companies like OnePlus, it's using its own OS like the Oxygen OS. Samsung will be using One UI, nothing is having its own OS, that is the Vivo Phontos OS and Xiaomi Hyper OS. So, similarly, in this era of AI, consider the LLM which have been created. It's like a Android operating system. They have been trained with a kind of generic data. But we don't want generic data in everywhere, especially whenever you are creating anything in your industry. You don't know to use the generic data. You need to have the specific data. So what if we will be getting all the details using the LLM intelligence by giving specific the data or files we will feed into it based on our requirement, based on our project or company requirement. So that case, it will be optimized or customized LLM or AI for us. So what it will do? So RAG is specifically a hybrid AI framework that will integrate two main phases, right? One is retrieval of relevant external information, like additional docs which you will feed on top of LLM training or knowledge, right? So LLM is getting trained with some different data, right? And then this generation of text output based on both retrieved data and the model's internal knowledge, that is whatever the training the model might have got earlier, right? So now why you will use the RAG then? It simply improves the factual accuracy by grounding answers in real fact from your files. LLM is a generic one specific to the files, your project, whatever you have given. It will take the it will give the priority to that factual accuracy from there and will give you the result. So it will avoid guessing answers to avoid hallucinations, right? It keeps responses fresh and updated. Then it can be implemented in almost all line of business like insurance, finance, enterprise support, legal, medical, as a personalized assistant also, which is specific to your need, your project, even your personal life, right? Then what are the steps involved in this case? So it reads and chunk your documents, right? So first step is that you need to upload the PDFs or docs or audio or video, whatever in coming future you can do that, so that it will you will give all the information for your project or for your personal life. Then what you'll do, now cut it in the smaller chunks like flashcards. Then it makes searching easier and faster, right? Then tools what we will use now, Python, LangChain, llama index. Then step 2 would be to convert the text into vectors, right? So convert the text into numbers or vectors that captures the meaning of the text using embedding, right? So this helps the AI understand the meaning, not just words. The tools you will use, that is the OpenAI, Hugging Face, Coher, and the outputs you will get like vector format. Whatever text will be in the chunk will be feeding, that will be stored like 0.13, 0.42, 0.55, and dot, 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 right? So what is exactly vector is? So vector database, this stores and sorts the data as vectors, like numerical representation of information like text, image, audio, etc. And in the video also in future we can feed it to, and it will chunk it and it will keep it with this kind of numerical format, right? Then store in vector database. So what will happen? Now save all the vectors in a vector db, that is the smart storage you can say. Then find similar meaning chunks when a question is asked. Then what are the tools for that one? FAISS, this Pinecone, Chroma, we Aviate. So these are the tools. So if you consider, just to understand what vector DB analogy is, that imagine a huge library where instead of organizing books by title or author, each book is turned into a set of numbers that represent what it is about. right? So these numbers help the system quickly find the books that are similar meaning or not just in wording. Like for example, there are a lot of employees in a company, so many employees name will be similar, right? So similarly what they do now, they put it as a employee id, just a quick search and all without any confusion. So similarly you can say whatever the text, audio, video, whatever we will put, pdf and all, so it will slice into different small chunks, and it will put it in the vector database with the numerical formats for the easy insertion as well as the extraction, right? Then you will ask a questions. You kind of collected the data, you feed into the vector database with the format and all. Why we are feeding? Definitely in the future we have already inserted the information, and in the future we want to retrieve the information. So there what we'll do now, ask a questions. That means we will query that llm. So now user types a questions, for example, in a policy, let's say kind of insurance domain, does my policy covers water damage? So what will happen now? It will, the system finds the most related chunks in the vector database, right? It uses the similar meaning, not the keywords. Then how it will generate the answer? Now llm like gpt-4 read those chunks. Now this llm comes to picture. Earlier if you are not using the rag, okay, so what it will do now, llm, what, let's say gpt-4, whatever the training is given to it, it will give us the output. It may hallucinate it, it may give us the some normal outputs and all, but whenever we are feeding actually some files and data and all, so from there it will extract those data, it will first read those chunks, then form a response based on the real content, right? So real content in the sense, it will take the vector, it will match what will the output of that one, how it is being stored, from which text to it was converted to vector, again it will convert that vector to text, then it adds the citation, so you trust it. That means it will, using its intelligent, it will give you the kind of customized answer. For example, yes, you are asking means whether this water damage is covered or not. It will say you yes, section 4.2 cover this case. That means whatever the files you have fed there, there will be a lot of sections. Right, 4.2 is a section. So from there, it will extract the output and it will give you the answer, like generate the answer. Right. Then real example, if you'll see in details, the insurance help bot. So the question is fire in chicken is covered, right? We ask that system, then it will show it founds the clause 3.2 cover accidental fire in kitchen, right? Then what the final answer it will say? We have asked the questions to llm, it will give us like a human kind of answer. So it reads this one, the data fact from our files wherever we have uploaded, then it will answer yes, you are covered under clause 3.2, right? So as per the format we want to see also, we can modify in the langchain and all. So there we need to specify the format, which format it will give us answers and all those technical stuff. Definitely in the coming days you will be doing, we'll set up a kind of end-to-end solution and all, at the time we'll see. But now you just understand the basic, what exactly how it's giving the answer and all. So what are the tools you will use? You just need to know that is the ingestion means what are the documents, audio, video, whatever we will upload for our specific project or personal use, that will be the python, langchain, and pymu pdf, right? Then embedding, right? So OpenAI API we need to have, then cohort also we can use, then vector db, there are some free, like Pinecone is a free, you can use that one, FAISS, that is also free. Then to extract that and give us the proper answer, so we'll use the llm like gpt-4 via OpenAI API, right? Then what are the you can use the other tools are also to make it interactive, right? So now you should be ready to build, like, so what exactly you need to know means you just need to know a little bit of python, because this python programming will definitely require langchain also, you'll get familiar, or also you can generate the codes and all from the chat gpt and all. Then you can get a OpenAI API key, right? You can try LangChain or Llama Index. Then spend a few hours building a cool app. Okay, so these are the basics things whatever we wanted to cover. Like what you need to do, what are the RAG and all. Then why you will use the RAG. then what are the how you will proceed the step by step, like read, chunk your documents and all. Then the next step will be convert the text into vectors, right? Then after that, store the vector database, right? Then after that, after storing, we need to ask a questions, right? So what exactly we need to know, and the LLM how it will generate the answer. So all are, we are actually using like the way, let's say Samsung is using one UI to get the best of out of whatever the Android operating system has. It will give us some additional details and all. The user interface will be good, it will be more secure and all. So similarly, using any kind of models, let's say GPT-4 or Claude or maybe Llama or Amazon Nova, you can use those as a base, and based on your data. Okay, let's say you want to basic functionality, you can use GPT 3.0 mini, or kind of a Claude 3.7, or any free version also which will be less costly, you can use. But you will give the proper data so that AI will read and it will be customization for you, right? So we have given all those tools and use what are the examples and all. But in future, definitely in coming days, we will be trying it more, because it will definitely useful whenever you will be working on any kind of project. So that's all guys for this video. It's just an introductory class, but in the next sessions you will find more useful, definitely, to know this React. But please drop us a comment if you have any questions and all, and subscribe to our channel to know more whenever we will be uploading more videos about AI or RAG and all. So that's all. You are watching G Next AI. Until next time, take care and bye bye.